What's up, guys? It's your boy Vito, and today we're talking about making your own Now, I keep seeing these articles on the internet. There seems to be one like every other month or something, where somebody was making some fan game or whatever the hell, and then the people who own the franchise shut it down. Here we have Nintendo shuts down Pokemon fan game creation tool. It just got a lot harder for Pokemon fans to build their own games. Oh my god, it's so horrible. Nintendo has forced 11-year-old fan game creation tool Pokemon Essentials to be taken down by filing a copyright claim. Fan reaction on both Reddit and Reset Era has generally been negative towards Nintendo, which has not commented on the takedown. Over on Reddit, this news got 48,000 upvotes, and they're comparing Nintendo and Sega. Sega, our creation inspired you to make this awesome fan project? That's so cool. Come work for us. Nintendo, our creation inspired you to make this awesome fan project? We'll see you in court. Now, are any of you out there able to tell the difference between these two things? Okay? Because it's very obvious. One of them is a company that consistently makes fantastic games that sell great. They got no problems. Everybody loves them. And the other one is a company that has continually churned out dog shit for a period of maybe 2 decades and is desperate for anyone who can help right the ship. So obviously, when somebody comes to Sega and they go, listen, you guys have no idea what you're doing with Sonic the Hedgehog. Why don't you let us make one? Yeah, sure. Okay, no problem. But Nintendo doesn't need your help. They don't need your stupid fan game, your little Pokemon game that what? Well, what did you do? You invented a couple new monsters? You made Poopasaur? Jungler. What did you add? Now, whenever this happens, whenever these things get shut down, you get the same argument from people. They go, oh, well, they weren't even charging money for it. You know, so what's the problem? It's not like it hurts Nintendo. Yes, it does. In so many ways. For starters, why would they want to compete against fan games? You know, there's always going to be those kids who are like, oh, I'm not going to buy the new game. I can just play all these, free fan knockoffs. Look at this Kotaku article. Fan-made Pokemon game is more exciting than the real thing. Great. So the Pokemon Company has spent all this money, getting all these graphics, developing the whole universe, whatever the battle system and everything else, and then some kid gets to come along and add challenges or whatever else, and all of a sudden, it's more exciting than the real thing. This guy put maybe 1% of the work in that Nintendo did. Why should Nintendo just be forced to be like, well, we love our fans so much, we'd much rather that they go play the free thing, which is more exciting than our real one. No! They should absolutely shut it down and be like, I don't care if it's better. We've invested hundreds of hours into our game. Play our game. We own this. This is all ours. You can't just use it. Then you have shit like this that could just damage the Pokemon brand. A Pokemon game for adults that apparently has horror in it, swearing, death. Now look, it's not common, but there's going to be at least one kid who downloads it and is playing it on his computer, and all of a sudden his mom is like, wait, why do the Pokemon games have swearing and sex and whatever now? I'm not letting you buy any more Pokemon games, okay? That's another customer they've lost. And then there's just the old thing about the way copyright law works, okay? If they just let people make free fan games, then later on, if somebody does infringe on their property in a really up way, they have less of an ability to argue their case against that person. For instance, let's say somebody made a Pokemon game about all the Pokemon jerking off on each other, and they actually sold it. They were selling it cartridges for $30. I don't know why and who would buy it, but whatever, they're doing it. And Nintendo, obviously, I think we would all agree, would be like, stop doing that. And not only stop doing that, but we're going to sue you for whatever amount of money you made doing that, okay? Whatever money you made off our and whatever damages you've caused to our brand by, pretending this was an official game, you owe us some money. The problem is, they go in front of the judge, and the judge goes, well, I mean, you guys let all these other people make their own games for a period of 10, 15 years. So even though they did infringe your copyright, I can't find the full amount of damages because clearly the people who made this were like, well, apparently it's okay for me to make whatever I want. That's why they got to shut this stuff down, is to protect themselves when somebody actually wants to take Pokemon and do something up with it. Now, I know some of you are watching this and you're like, I don't get it, man. We're the fans. We should be able to do whatever we want. We should be able to make fan fiction and fan art. We're the people that keep this thing alive. Yeah, and for the most part, they let you, okay? I don't think Nintendo has ever come to DeviantArt and been like, stop drawing pictures of Pikachu. But when you're making the games, you're directly competing with what they make, okay? They make games. There's no reason that they should have to give you all the stuff they've made for free so that they can then compete against you for whatever the you're making. And again, some companies are okay with that because they just want to keep the series alive. You know, they just kind of want to keep the community interested in like older games or games that aren't that relevant. But it really makes no, I mean, it's not like, what, Pokemon's going anywhere? That we need an entire fan community making like little tiny games to keep it alive? Pokemon's not going anywhere. You're not helping them in any meaningful way with your stupid Pokemon fan game. But I'd say the more important thing is why? Why do you want to make a fan game to begin with? Like, do you not have enough creativity to just come up with your own fun monster world and give it a different name? If you're passionate about something, you should just take inspiration from it and make your own awesome, unique thing. All right, for instance, there's the game Undertale, okay? And the guy who made Undertale is on record. He talks about every single thing he likes that he put in the game. He says, I like the battle system from the Mario and Luigi games. I like the overall walking around, exploring aspects of Earthbound. And I really like the talking to monsters from the Persona games. And rather than say, and I decided to make Earthbound 4 because that would be idiotic, instead he said, you know what? I'm going to take all these things, all these different aspects of my life and create a new, unique piece of art. And you know what happened? He sold 2 million copies. Okay? Even if only half the people paid full price for the game of $9.99, that means he made. But if he had decided to instead make his Persona fan game, you know how much money he would have made? Nothing, because you can't sell it. Well, just make your own thing. You can be rich. There was the lady who made 50 Shades of Grey, and when she first wrote it, it was Twilight fan fiction. It was about Bella and Edward doing horrible, weird sex things to each other. But because she's not an idiot, okay, she sat down, she rewrote it, she changed the names of the characters. They're no longer werewolves. And she sold how many? How many books did she sell? The series has sold over 125 million copies worldwide. 125 million copies. If you charged $1 a book, that's $125 million. Look at this perverted lady with her perverted book who now has millions upon millions of dollars. Why? Because instead of just being a lazy fan artist, okay, and not creating anything new, she took stuff she likes, she switched it around a little bit. That's the other thing. You don't even have to switch it around all that much. You can basically just make Pokemon and just call it something else. Instead of making a Sonic the Hedgehog fan game, make Freedom Planet. Look at this. It's just Sonic, but instead it's their own game. So they can sell it and invent. Not only sell it, it's not just the money. You get to invent your own characters. You get to make your own universe. You're not shackled to stuff that other people have laid out. It's your own world. Or let's say you like Advance Wars. Make Wargroove. I had such a boner when this thing popped up during one of the Nintendo Directs. And it's the same game. Look, all of this is the exact same game. Okay? It's just instead of army guys, it's got knights. Except now they can sell it on the Switch and make money. Instead of making Mega Man, you can make Mighty Number. Oh no, not this. Don't make this. Make 20XDX. Look at this. It's a procedurally generated Mega Man. If you like that sort of thing, you should watch this video my buddy Tim made about it. It's great. It's a twist on the thing. You like Mega Man? What if the Mega Man levels were procedurally generated and it was different every time? It's a new, unique concept. Now look, I'm going to say this. I know sometimes people make fan projects to build their skills and also to show off their skills to potential employers, okay? And whatever, sure. Sometimes I'll watch the dumb little Star Wars thing with Darth Maul fights a bunch of teenagers in the woods with, you know, low budget special effects. Oh, he stabbed the guy. Okay. And honestly, yeah, I approve of that. If you're going to make a small thing that isn't going to take up the bulk of your life, okay. As a career move, it makes sense. I mean, obviously, Nathan Fillion agreed to be in this not very good Uncharted fan film to try and prove that he's a viable action star in 2018. I don't think he accomplished his goal, but he sure did make it, and it's not like he spent 10 years of his life working on it. But then you get these guys who spend literally 10 years of their lives developing these fan games. Look, this is AM2R, which stands for Another Metroid 2 Remake, because literally like 5 or 10 people have already done this. There was no point in doing this. He spent 10 years making it, and about a week after it came out, Nintendo sent him a cease and desist. Now, the guy did get a job working for the guys making Ori and the Blind Forest, so it kind of worked out okay, but it's still the kind of thing where, like, why didn't you just make, like, a couple levels and have it be like a demo and be like, hey, look at how good I am at making this stuff? Or, if I really, for some reason, want to make an entire game, why don't I just invent a Metroid-like character? Her name is Jamis Garen. She likes to roll up in a ball and roll around. And then you could have made this game. You could have made your own levels, your own enemies, whatever the you want your Metroid to be called. The spiky boys coming at you, shoot them with the missiles. It would have been great. Just invent your own take on it. And not only that, you can add different stuff in that you like. Maybe you also like Pokemon. Make a Metroid game where you capture monsters and they follow you around and fight guys with you. I don't know. I'm always talking about, creativity is what we should value as a society. And you yourself should value your own ability to be creative. I know that there is more in your head than just Metroid, okay? There's movies you've liked and books that you've read and pieces of art that have inspired you. And your job as a creator is to take all of those things and not remake them, but combine them into a new, awesome thing. And if you do a good enough job, make millions of dollars doing it. In short, don't be mad at Nintendo for defending their intellectual property. Stop thinking that just because you're a fan of something, that you're like co-owner of it. You're not. Take inspiration from the things you love and make your own thing. The world will be better for it. You'll be richer in spirit, body, and soul, and wallet. God damn, I can't. Money is great. Do you know how great money is? That you can just... Undertale made millions of dollars, and it looks like a 5-year-old made it. I'm not saying it's a bad game, but go make your own... Why are you making a Pokemon game in your basement? Just invent your own shit. It's not that hard, man. Millions upon millions of dollars. Look at this game. I could make this game. I swear to God, the graphics. A guy went into MS Paint and he drew some shit. If this does not inspire you to make your own shit, what the f***? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. YouTube is filtering all my videos. Click the bell. There's a bell icon, and that will make it so you actually get notifications when my videos go up. Also, please follow me on Twitch. I'm doing my live show every Thursday, and that's also a way that you'll get notifications when I'm streaming games and whatever else if you want to come by and have a good time. And seriously, go make some stop making fan games. Go make money. People love. You just even Mighty Number 9, which was terrible. People threw millions of dollars at it. Man, give it a try. You might like it.